I have no lights on right now. It is so hot. Oh my God. We are melting. We are melting. I'm just going to add a little bit of sunshine. I can't even have my hair down. It's too hot. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I am Whitney Møøn. What up, Wolfgang? Long time no see. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Hope you're staying alive in this heat wave. Okay, so the first message coming through. I don't know, let's see. I feel like I got something on the tip of my tongue, but okay, let's see. Take what resonates. And if it doesn't, leave it behind. Yeah. Okay. I got this vibe that somebody's being watched. Okay. But I wasn't sure. And then we got sunglasses, which is stalking. Okay. We have not enough in reverse, and we have the Grim Reaper. All right, so not enough in reverse. Somebody's listening. Okay, so somebody that you were listening. Okay, I feel like somebody that you, I don't know, had some type of connection with, okay, if this resonates, they, you know those people that, I don't know, it could be deformity, it could be lack of confidence, it could be birth defect, something like that, where they were born with something, okay, or possess something, okay, and they think it's weird, okay. I feel like they are categorizing themselves, you know what I mean, making a mountain out of a molehill, something like that, okay. And whatever this problem was, or like now I'm getting Chandler on Friends, he was born with a third nipple, okay. And once his friends find out about it, they're like, is it magical? Does it do things? Right? Does it pump milk? Okay. All these things. And Chandler is so like weird about it. He's like, you know, he thinks it's the weirdest thing in the world and like doesn't want to tell people about it and like hides it. And it's like, that's almost like a miracle. A third nipple? What the fuck? Okay. That's like a miracle. But they're self-conscious about it. Okay, so you have somebody that is, they obviously, and this could be a sense of they rejected you because inside they have rejected themselves. So if they have rejected themselves already, then how can you accept them if they don't even accept themselves? Okay, so I feel like you're dealing with somebody that you walk away from. Like, I'm sorry, but oh yeah, okay. So I dated 2 guys in the past, way back in the day. Okay, that had micro penises. Okay, I'm talking like fucking this big, bro. Okay, and one guy did never even let me see it. Okay, I obviously knew what was going on, but he never let me see it. And I was like, okay, well, obviously you're really self-conscious about it, and I'm your girlfriend. So if you're not going to be, let it go with me, then I have to break up with you because you're causing the rift between you and I by me not giving a shit. Okay, he cared too much about it. Then there was another guy that I dated who, again, never let me see it, okay, like up close and personal. Never really got me, I never really got to know the poor little guy. And poof, rejected. I dated him for maybe like a month or so or something like that. And he pulled the I love you really quick. I think I was in like my early 20s. He pulled the I love you really quick. And I went to go talk to him about it because I was like, okay, I'm not really there, but I'm not rejecting you. Like, I'm just saying, like, I'm not exactly where you are, but good to know that you're thinking of me that way. Okay. And then he broke up with me. And I thought, okay, you just told me you loved me. You won't even let me see your dick. And now you're rejecting me. It was like, what the fuck? Like, how am I getting rejected for what you look like? Okay. But again, sometimes, again, the mountain out of the molehill, like why does some things don't matter to people, but it matters to them. And when it doesn't matter to you, that's like a slap in the face. Like, did you want me to make fun of something I'm about to allow inside my body? Like, is that how superficial you think I am? Because that's the thing. So there's also this with my father. I'm having this on and off battle with him for the last, I don't even know how long. Okay. And the newest battle has been because I don't have credit. Oh, Whitney doesn't have credit. She wants my money. Okay. We can't talk to her. She's going to want money from me. Because I asked him for money like one time when I moved across the fucking country and asked for help, okay, because I needed my car to work in. I was suddenly a greedy bitch that only wanted his money, blah, blah, blah. So I kind of, all of a sudden something happened and I didn't apply for it. It was just given to me because I work really hard, okay? So I was given something. And I went, oh my God, I have to tell my father. I have to. Because this whole time, he's saying that I'm not good enough for him. He's rejecting me, okay, even though I haven't even asked him for anything. He's automatically rejecting me. Now I have what he says that I want. I have now acquired on my own. If only I could grow a dick on my own, then maybe these guys would get off of it. Okay, but I don't really want to grow one. But anyways, I'm just saying, motherfucker messaged me back instantly. Oh, would love to get together with you. I'll even come by, blah, 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 where you live. I didn't ask him to get together. I told him that I received something in the mail because the gods of heaven really fucking like me. I didn't say I wanted to meet up with you. I didn't say I'll take you out for dinner. Oh, Dad, I owe you so much for just creating me. No, because if I was still on the streets or if I didn't get what I just got, he would talk to me. So, but why am I being labeled as superficial? Why are you being labeled as superficial when clearly the people that you're dealing with can't handle that you can handle it? Doesn't that seem fucked up? So that means whoever you're dealing with has crossed your path so then you can almost kill their ego. Oh, you think it's going to go this way? I didn't have a problem with it, and I still don't. But now you're talking shit. Okay, now you're stalking me. Okay, now you're gaslighting me. So now everything that I've said, okay, every time I've cared about you, every time I've reached out, now all of a sudden that doesn't matter because you have a small dick and I have a problem with that when I don't, but you do. You have a problem with it, so now I have a problem with it? No, that's not how it works, honey. Okay, somebody putting their fucking self-esteem on you is not your fault. Okay. And that's the thing is this person should not be in a relationship until they learn that what God gave them is what God gave them. Okay. If they're ashamed of it, then they shouldn't be showing it off. If they're ashamed of it, they shouldn't be trying to use it. And if they're ashamed of it, why the fuck are we talking about it? Right? Gross. If they're ashamed of something on their body that God gave them, well, guess what? Okay, maybe you should become the superficial asshole that you really truly are. Go see a plastic surgeon and do something about it. But if it is something like a micro penis, they can't do anything about it. Okay, so once again, look at yourself in the mirror, look at what you got, and either learn to use it or tuck it away and put it into a vagina of your own. Okay, nip tuck, bitch. All right. Like these people are making you suffer because they don't have the means and the confidence to tell themselves that they're pushing people away because of everything that's going on in their mind. You're obviously dealing with somebody very schizophrenic, hears voices, okay, is very paranoid, okay, so constantly thinks that everything that they're hearing is the truth. They can't be good enough for somebody. Their penis is too small. Their boobs are too small. No one's going to love them, blah, blah, blah. That's all superficial bullshit that some demon wants you to hear to make it seem like you're not good enough. And then at the end of the day, if you don't feel like you are good enough, then you're not good enough. Okay, either, like I said, either deal with what God gave you, nip and tuck it, or fucking move on. Or become a hermit and never let anybody see you in general. Okay, honestly, but don't make it collector's fucking problem that you can't deal with your own self-esteem. I'm not good enough. Nobody said that but you. Nobody fucking said that but you. Okay, this relationship is over. No second chances. Not today. You are not dealing with this person. Honestly, I feel like whoever rejected you because they felt like you were rejecting them, honestly, let them chase you. I feel like this person thinks that you're going to chase them around. Okay, they have massive abandonment issues, hence why they want you to chase them. They think that that's what love is, people chasing them around. It shows that they care. No. You got to put some boundaries up with this person. Okay? Things coming to light. They need to change. They need to heal themselves, and you need to walk away. Until this is fucking cleared up with them, this is their problems that they're putting onto you. That's a narcissist. Grow and transform your life. You got to get away from this person. And honestly, if they can't deal with whatever it is that God gave them, then this relationship is never going to work. Because clearly, you're okay with what God gave you. Okay, you're okay with it. So if you're okay with your shit, you can't let this person come in, okay, with their mistrust and their unconfidence, because that mistrust and unconfidence is going to leak out to you. And now you're going to feel it, okay? And you're going to feel like, oh, like, is there something on me that you don't like? Because they're focusing on what's on their body that they don't like. This was some type of partnership. You could have been engaged with them, or you could have had a serious relationship, or it was supposed to be a serious relationship. But they ran away, got cold feet, okay? And I feel like, honestly, they're talking to somebody else. I feel like their insecurities have already got them talking to somebody else behind your back, which is why they're pushing you away, because they've already met somebody else that's fulfilling their little dick syndrome. Maybe it's a little girl with a little vagina. Maybe they're a pedophile. Who the fuck knows, okay? Consider yourself lucky, I feel like, in the back of my head. Consider yourself lucky. Hand of cards. They took a chance. They gambled away. Gamble it away, then coffin, date with abundance in reverse. So this person, I believe, chose to date somebody else. They chose to get back out there. That's what date is. They wanted to meet somebody else that would accept them for what they are when they were already accepted for what they are. Okay, so you had somebody just go like completely fucked with. Like, this person is clearly very schizophrenic. They might be a drunk. Okay, so then their paranoia is even louder. They have to go get somebody younger. They got to go get somebody, okay, that's immature to handle whatever it is that is going on with them, because I don't feel like they feel good enough, adequate enough. Okay, so, and they've got a very negative mindset towards all this. Okay, like they don't believe you. Okay, they think that you want something perfect, and they don't feel like they're perfect enough for you, even though you didn't reject them. But you won't chase them around. So because you won't chase them around, now they feel like you don't like them. And maybe that's why they're going to go date a little girl or some shit, some little boy. Okay, they're going to pick up somebody at the bar or something like that, somebody that will chase them around, somebody that will call them all night, bring drama into their lives. Okay, because if there's drama and there's a lot of things going on, now all of a sudden they don't have a little dick anymore, or their boobs don't matter, or their, the fact that they've got 4 kids doesn't matter anymore in this person's mind, because the drama is so much, it keeps them focused on the drama and not the actual problem. So obviously you are the kind of person where your life is very mellow. Okay, there's not really a whole lot going on, so this person couldn't bring drama in there, right? You saw them for who they are, and by you seeing them who they are, they made up in their mind that you rejected them. So now they're stalking you? All things change, maybe it's better off that way. I wish you'd stayed with me. That's Two Coffins. Oh my God, I was listening to that song. Against Me, Two Coffins. In Annihilation. That's all I can hear. All things change, maybe it's better off that way. I wish you'd stay with me. I swear, this person wishes that you would follow them around and have a problem with their problem, you know, like they wish so many things. They wish you would chase them. They wish, like, oh my God, that you would start to ignore them and get mad and bring drama to them. But you're focusing out on them. You don't care. They're the one focusing in on you. When really they should be focusing in on their problem that they have with themselves. All things change, maybe. Yeah, like all I can hear them. I wish you'd stayed with me. Oh, you should listen to that song. It's called Two Coffins by Against Me. Such a good song. I've seen them in concert so many times. I'm not even really a fan of the band. That's what's so weird about it. But they're good in concert. They put on a pretty good show. All things change, maybe it's better off that way. Honestly, I'm getting whoever this person was in your life, they did bang somebody else. They slept with somebody else. And they were young. This person's young. This person might be in their 50s and they slept with like a fucking 20-year-old. To make themselves feel better about you accepting them for who they are. And the thing is that it might be so obvious that this person won't publicly approach you or won't publicly say anything to you, something like that. They won't publicly address you because they have slept with somebody else. Take it if it resonates. All right, take it if it resonates. I'm not going to bark up anybody's tree with that one. Holy fuck. All right, here we go. Next message. Honestly, Wolfgang, I really hope that wasn't for you, buddy. But I know you and your ladies. You like to... Wolfgang likes to leave the ladies guessing, you know what I mean? He gets himself into some trouble. Okay, getting a little bit of this next message. We got serendipity, right place at the right time. We got third-party interference with that serendipity. We have, God, God's organized destruction. We have accusations with assumptions. Ha, Wolfgang, you're still there. Not just with the ladies. Oh, you got the men after you too? No doubt. What are your little model there, buddy? Okay, and we got signs. But we have signs in reverse, and I'm going to keep it in reverse until I'm told otherwise. Okay, so God just walked into the building. Somebody is in trouble. And I have a feeling it's this warlock in reverse. OMG. Okay, so, and by the way, I just heard, believing in God does not make you religious at all. Okay, I do not believe in religion. But I do believe in the wizard behind the, what is it, green curtain? Wizard of Oz? Yes, there is somebody up there. Okay, I don't know who it is, but call him God, call him dog, call him fucking whatever you want. Call him fucking Morgan Freeman. I don't give a shit what you call him. Somebody's up there. And they're mad. Okay, they are fucking livid. And now I'm getting with Lawless, I feel like this warlock here. So some type of magical, spiritual, masculine being, okay, but in reverse, which means they're twisted, okay, they're angry, they're using their magic maliciously and aggressively, okay. They're doing things unseen. I just saw doing things behind, like again, behind this curtain. Okay, so maybe they think they're the wizard behind the curtain, and God's like, motherfucker, I'm the one behind the curtain. Get your motherfucking ass out of there. Okay, like fucking whoop that son of a bitch. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. Get him. Ooh, slap that hoe. Okay, so, ooh, now I'm rubbing my ruin. That's not good. That's not good. Slap that hoe. Stomp that bitch. That's not good. Somebody has wedged themselves in between you and serendipity. Okay, so this word was synchronicities before I redid it. And synchronicities and signs are basically the same fucking thing. So I'm like, okay, let's use a different word than synchronicity. So I thought, okay, serendipity. Okay, John Cusack. I think I watched that movie once. It was on TV like in 1995. It came out. So really all I can remember is the Cusack. Is it Beckinsale in that too? So Cusack and Beckinsale. And it like takes them years. It's all I can remember. It takes them years to hook up. But time keeps bringing them together. Okay? And it's like over like years in between I can remember. Maybe it's not. I don't remember the movie all that well, but I can remember there being a spread of time in between. Like they always think that they're going to see each other again, and then it's like years in between, but then they see each other again. It all starts off, I think, with a glove at a mall on Christmas. He's getting his wife gloves and she grabs the other glove. It's like a Cinderella story, some shit like that. I don't really know. Now I'm kind of getting it. I don't know if somebody's watching has seen that movie before. Thank you for your memories because it seems to be coming back to me. Okay. So when I was writing the card, I was like, okay, that would be right place at the right time. Okay. Which can be synced up with synchronicities and signs, because that's what serendipity would be, is right place at the right time, being shown the right signs and the right synchronicities to get you to serendipity. Okay, so, okay. You realize the sun just went away? Something's gone dark. I can feel it. Okay, something's gone dark. Okay, so, but we have, look at this, just sitting, just waiting to be called upon. But you've got this wanting to fuck with you. Something getting into your head, I don't know, like maybe, okay, so maybe you keep being drawn to something or someone, but when you get there, the thing that you're told is there isn't there. So you leave. But then you're told to go back again. It's like somebody keeps being told to go back to something, but every time they get there, whoever it is they're looking for isn't there. Like maybe somebody, no, like they keep coming to your work or something, they keep trying to see you and it's not lining up. It's because they're getting interfered. It's because somebody is like fucking with them, you know, calling them as soon as they subconsciously know that they're going to come and try to find you, even though they don't know that they're coming to try and find you. It's all subconscious. Then they get a phone call. Like, that's like, I need you to come, something happened, or I need you to do this. It's always a third party. It's always somebody that's not really like that important, but important enough that this person will drop what they're doing and go. So I think you've accused this. No, you have not accused anybody of doing anything yet, but you want to. You want to accuse somebody of doing something, but you haven't. And the thing is, the reason why you haven't accused them of it, because it's only an assumption. You don't know for sure that they've done anything. So how can you just throw something on somebody as if they did something when you've got no proof that they did anything. So maybe this warlock in reverse thinks that you did something. So they decide they're going to make this assumption to rip this connection apart because they feel like they're supposed to be that person. And they couldn't be farther off. Like, no, absolutely not. That's no. And like, you know it because God is showing you somebody else. God is trying to line you up with somebody else. Which, again, whoever you think God is, just use that word as a fucking analogy of an angel then, if you want to be that. I can feel somebody's like, God, really? You want to talk about God? Well, he's a fucking something, okay? I don't fucking care about whoever, I don't know, get out of my fucking chat. If you have a problem with fucking talking about God, then you've got a fucking problem with this chip. Okay, so, like somebody is thinking maybe perhaps that there is no God, you know, and that you belong to them. And I can hear that Lenny Kravitz song, You Belong to Me. You belong to me. And they're pushing this person that's being lined up with you away. That's scary. That's scary. You want to brag about your sexual conquests? Oh my God. What movie is that? You want to brag about your sexual conquests? You big, what is that movie? You big Oh, Private Property. In Limbo. That makes me think that this person just feels like they're allowed to do whatever they want to you. I mean, we do have Lawless. I mean, it makes sense. They think that they are God in your life and they can just do whatever they want to you. And like they're being told to stop. Like they're being told to stop. They do not have access to you. They do like, oh, good God, do these spirits ever want them to leave you the fuck alone? I mean, if you've recently beefed up your security, this is why. Subconsciously, you know that somebody has it very fucking hard for you. Like gay porn hard for you. Like, I feel like they would put you in the back of their fucking car and take off with you. Okay, like they think they own you. They think that they can take your heart. They like, wow. You got to be careful with people. I mean, now I'm getting that show. What is this card? 4-leaf clover in reverse. There's a show I watched. It's like Dating Nightmares or something like that. But I mean, I feel like there's been multiple shows now about stalkers. I Am a Stalker. There's the Worst Roommate one, because they can become like, and then there was this other one that I watched, and I feel like it's Deadly Dates. Deadly Dates. I know, right? Dude, I won't even go on dating sites and shit because of this shit. Like, I'm just like, you know what? If I just need to stay single for the rest of my life or stay, screwing around with, somebody I just met, then that's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. Okay? Because I don't know what else to do. I tried to find comfort in a friend. That didn't work. I tried dating sites. That I would never. I went on one like years ago. And I was so terrified I got off of it instantly. I didn't even put my picture up. And now recently I wanted to date somebody and that didn't work out. He ran away from me like a little bitch. And I didn't even really say that I actually wanted to date him. I just said I was in the market for like looking. But really I just wanted to have sex. That wasn't good enough apparently. So now I'm like, okay, well, what do you do? Like, I mean, like, you have to find somebody. Like, I mean, there's got to be somebody that you can trust out there. And I wouldn't say don't put yourself out there, but at the same time, like, okay, so if you are single, something's going on with somebody else or whatever, but you keep getting drawn to somebody, or maybe perhaps you keep getting brought to the same store or brought to the same area, or the same person keeps popping up. It's a possibility that take a leap of faith, possibly with somebody that you keep finding yourself with. Maybe you don't even know them. Maybe it's somebody from the bus or something, they've just moved into town or something, and now they take the same bus as you, or like, you see them, or they started working with you or something like that. Okay. I don't know. I feel like the universe wants you to date somebody just to keep you away from this person. And I feel like what might happen is they might line you up. Like, you might actually be able to get lined up with this person, because this third-party interference, okay, four-leaf clover in reverse, doesn't get the memo on something. Okay, doesn't get the memo. Like, I have a secret phone. Do you think anybody knows about that? Okay, but do you think they know the number, or how I text people, or what my number is, or anything like that? No. Okay, I could have multiple secret phones. You get burner phones that fucking... Okay. I just found this out the other day. Okay. So I was like, okay, well, you know what? I'll just use a different phone from now on, because if somebody keeps getting into my phone, then I'll get another phone. So the other day I decided to get another phone. Okay. And maybe I won't even use my other phone anymore, but that's going to be my main line. I'm not going to not use it, but I'm just saying, like, maybe you need to like, my sister had to do this recently, because there was also somebody stalking her in her phone, watching her, tracking her wherever she was going and shit. So we fucking threw the phone out and got her another one. I didn't quite know if that was what we should have done, if we should have kept that one going and got her a different phone. And then, but at the same, I don't know, it was weird. So anyway, she just threw it in the garbage at like some gas station or whatever, and we got her another one. But I certainly know that it is not hard to track people. It is not hard. Plus, if somebody puts a tracking device on your car or something like that, they don't have to do anything. All they have to do is open up the app. Okay, stalking and being a third-party interference is not as hard as it sounds, because there are so many gadgets, for the most part, that do that shit for you now. Okay, so the universe might be lining you up, saying like, okay, well, you know what? If you see somebody, if you feel like you want to pick up a different telephone line, if you feel like you want to put a couple more cameras in, maybe not through Ring. If you have Ring, maybe do them through a different one, okay, because somebody's gotten into my Ring cam before, okay, but they don't know that I've got cameras through other apps as well. Okay, so yeah, you might think that you got into the main one, but you haven't. There's just other things. Don't allow yourself to talk about too much, okay? There are certain things that I'll reveal, but certain things that I won't reveal. Okay, knowing that I have another cell phone, oh, big fucking whoop-de shit. Okay, I don't really care that anybody knows I have 2 cell phones. Okay, or 3 cell phones, possibly a 4th cell phone on the way. Okay, and whatever. Okay, like, you don't necessarily, that's not going to impact my life whatsoever. Okay, telling anybody about it. Okay, so in a sense where you might have, I don't know, maybe you've put up videos from your Ring camera or something like that because they're funny, right? Get another hidden camera. Okay. I don't know, this interference, how do they have so much interference, right? If they don't, I don't know, if they're not physically in your phone, if they're physically in a camera, like how are they have to be getting their information some way. Okay. They're some type of wizard. Okay. So, and God's organized destruction makes me feel like maybe they are in your phone. Okay. Maybe they are following you around in your car, or maybe they have a tracking device on you or something like that. This kind of shit, you should see how cheap it is on Amazon. Okay, when I went to go look for cameras, oh my God, the cheapness of some of these cameras, and like, they work. Trust me. Okay, so some of this shit is very easy to buy. It's very cheap to buy. Okay, so, take that into consideration. I'm like, and if you're going to go on a date with somebody and you feel like super, I don't know, weird about it or something like that, again, try to keep it with people that you know if you can. But if it's like a new city or something like that, then like go on a double date, or have your friend go to the restaurant and be there with you. Okay, they don't necessarily need to know that you're there. Okay, but I've done that with some friends before, and then made sure everything was okay. And like, there's only so many things you can do, because you can have a couple of dates with some of these people and they don't really show you their true colors until day 4 or 5. Okay, so there could be that too. So that's why it's like, beef up your security system. Make sure if you are actively dating out there, okay, that you are keeping an eye on your shit. Okay, always clear out your phone, clear your apps. Okay, make sure that if you think that there's a third party signed into your phone, turn the third party sign in off. Okay. If you've got like Apple TV or something like that, you might want to think about just going back to standard TV, or like not using fucking Wi-Fi everywhere. Okay, go a little bit ghetto possibly for a little bit. Like these other phones that I bought, they're fucking old. Okay, they're old. Like one, you have to take the battery out to charge it. Okay, like do you think those ones have trackers on everything? Like this shit doesn't exist anymore. I'm surprised the fucking phones even exist. Okay, so go a little bit old school. Do some shit that doesn't require such easy access through a cell phone or through a computer. Okay, go old school. Do the cameras that you've got to, put the stick in the memory chip and then look at it afterwards. Something like that, okay? Like not everything has to be like tip top, okay, 2025, because some of those tip top 2025 bullshit fucking knockoff products and shit are very easy to break into and very easy to fuck with. If it's easy, it's most likely kind of bullshit, okay? You want things that are going to make you work for some of this shit, okay? Not just, oh, well, it says nobody was there and someone's walking around because your motion sensors aren't working on the camera or something like that, okay? So, okay. Homemade with love, narcissist in reverse, corpse with ace of cups and bully. That just, they're a jealous little fucking bitch about your life, okay? This is a jealous little bitch. Or I don't care if it's a guy or a girl. They wouldn't be coming into this reading if they weren't some jealous little fucking cunt, okay? Some little jealous, see you next Tuesday, okay? So we got homemade with love with narcissist in reverse, which makes me feel like this narcissist is not going to have access with your love. The way that you harvest things, the way that you make things, the way that you produce things, people stay in your life for a reason. If you're starting to date somebody and they get derailed by some third party, they are not right for you. They're not strong enough for you. Because one person talking one thing, saying something about you makes them turn around and go the other way. That's somebody that's almost programmed by narcissists. Because they won't listen to what their own heart says, but they'll listen to somebody else. Why? Because you know them? That's nice. You most likely don't know them, because for the most part, people out there do not tell you who they are. They do not reveal their worst secrets to you and all the things that they've done or all the things that they've thought about. Okay? So somebody needs to just somebody needs to realize how brutal people really are, and that if you do have a lot of people around you, it usually means that you're very unhealthy. People who don't have a lot of energies around them are usually more healthier, okay, more grounded, more in tune with themselves, because they don't have so much chatter going on in their ears with so many people, okay? But when people don't really want to be in their lives, then they will make everybody a main priority, okay? So now we've got the old ace of cups with corpse, death, funeral. I feel like whoever this bully is, they're going to be deathed out. Okay, whether or not they actually physically die, maybe they're going to die stalking you. Maybe they're going to die because they don't watch and somebody pulls in to the fucking intersection and they're not paying attention because they've got their eyes on your car and they're going to get smoked by somebody. I don't know, but all it is that I feel like the universe is taking this person away from you. Maybe they're going to give them somebody new to stalk. Okay, maybe it's somebody new to get obsessed with. Okay, maybe they're going to make you old chopped liver. Perfect. Okay, perfect. Make me old chopped liver so that I can move on with my life without getting stalked, and you can go find some other fucking 12-year-old to go and stalk. Okay, I do feel like there is somebody here that likes little girls. That because this 12-year-old keeps coming up. 12-year-old, whether they're 12 or 21, that's fucking disgusting. Okay, you're a fucking old-ass man. You're fucking 40s, 50s, 60s. Don't go around. You don't need to be sniffing around no fucking 20-year-olds. Okay, so somebody is definitely likes it young. Okay, and you got to be careful with those ones that like it young, because they might think you're young and that's why they want to go for you, and then they realize that you're a little bit older and then they don't want you anymore. Okay, because there's definitely there's misbehavior going on here. Okay, and it's not like the universe wants you going out and accusing anybody of anything. That's not what anybody's saying. But it's like somebody might be on your ass. They might be on your tail. Okay, and they're assuming that they're allowed to do whatever they want, and they have assumed wrong, because they are not allowed to do whatever they want. Okay, stalking comes with consequences. Okay, interfering in people's relationships comes with consequences. Okay, and I know when you're dealing with entitled people that they think that they're allowed to do whatever they want. It's not a matter of asking permission. It's a matter of, I'm going to do this and you're going to sit the fuck down, because if I don't get it, you're not to be around me ever again. All right, that's an entitled person. Okay. And I mean, some people get it wrong, because some people should be a little bit entitled when it comes to their life. Okay. And if people don't give you back respect or what you've given them, then they shouldn't hold a place in your life. Okay. If they're not willing to reciprocate what you give them, right? Because any balanced relationship would require reciprocation. Okay. You can't just have everybody one person giving everything while the other person is just taking everything. Okay, that's called a narcissist relationship. That's a one-sided relationship where they get everything and you get nothing. Okay, maybe this person didn't realize that. They didn't realize that in a loving relationship, both people give. Maybe they expect to be loved like their mother. Okay, their mother gave them unconditional love. They expect their partner to give them unconditional love. I didn't put you out of my vagina. I'm not giving you unconditional love. You're not a baby. You're not a child. But again, I feel like they fucking are a child. Okay? Because they want to date children. So are they a child? Usually only children want to date children. Okay? There is the turtle. It's not moving slow. Okay? But then there's the spider. It's moving slow, so then it gets caught. Okay? There's Bagul. I'm telling you. Somebody likes children. Okay? And then there's Marlo. Marlo's calling it out. Okay, and then there's the eye. They watch them do something. Okay. And I mean, at this point, they're watching them stalk you. Okay, the spirit has got their eye on this person. And I think, honestly, whoever you are, you're a very very go with the flow kind of person, very easygoing kind of person. And what this energy is doing to you is just it's not right. It doesn't match your energy. You know what I mean? Like if you were psychotic and fucking, ready to go stalk somebody yourself, then yeah, you guys probably would make a fucking perfect pair, but you're too old for this. Like you've matured beyond this. Okay. So some little fucking 20-year-old messing around with you, like what's that DMX song? Where he goes, I ain't your father. It's too late. You should have prayed. What is that song? I ain't playing around. I ain't your father. Like, because DMX was noticing that, like, some of these fucking little bitches being around him, he was just like, what the fuck? Like, I ain't your daddy. Like, why are you fucking here? Like, you shouldn't be around. Like, that's the thing. No 20-year-old should be around a 50-year-old. Like that's just, unless they're getting paid, it's just disgusting. Okay, that's disgusting. What the fuck did happen to that 20-year-old to make them even think a 50-year-old is attractive? Okay, because that's another thing. Like, you got to think of it both ways. Why the fuck does a 50-year-old find a fucking 20-year-old attractive? But what the fuck is a 20-year-old doing around sniffing a fucking 50-year-old old man who's probably on the little blue pill? Okay, she's supposed to have dudes that have, she's in that category where dudes have fucking erections all day. And she's messing around with a 50-year-old? That's not right. That's not right. Okay, so now we're getting to a point where I feel like this could be an energy trying to tempt your karmic relationship. So you might have a karmic out there right now, and the universe is testing them with some little girl or some little boy, okay? And they don't know if they want to be with you, but the alternative is to be with a child, because either they're in that, I feel like someone's getting tested, okay? And maybe you've got a stalker watching you. Okay, and it's all kind of piecing together with this person, okay? Like I don't know, maybe they all fucking know each other. Maybe they all talk about you. I don't know, okay? But it seems like somebody's being interfered with. Okay, they're being interfered with, and it's been caught. It's been either caught on camera, caught by other people, caught by a fucking witness. They've been caught somehow, dehumanizing you, so talking shit about you, okay? And possibly, dangling something in front of your karmic space to be like, here, why would you want that old swept up mop when you could have a 20-year-old, right? And that's like, that could be some type of demonic energy. Like, that creeps in with relationships. People are married, then all of a sudden this man says he hits his midlife crisis, and then he starts dating the temp right at work, and he's literally high 40s and she's might be 19 if she tried. Okay, like they say, midlife crisis. Fuck you. You just want an ego trip. You want a fucking ego trip. You want some fucking young chick to find you attractive because your fucking wife is putting you through the ringer right now because you're a shitty husband. Okay, something like that. Like, I don't know. Maybe this is your fucking husband, and like, like you just start spending late nights at the office and shit, and it's like, well, they're hanging out with the temp, right? Because they want to get their jimmies off again. They want to see if their dick will get hard without looking at their wife, because their wife isn't getting them off anymore. It's called, you have to work at your relationships. If you don't want to, then you're going to get tempted by something and take it. Okay, that's anything. Okay, if you're not really into your job, somebody suddenly tempts you with another job, why wouldn't you take it? You don't really like and that's a lot of things, like that comes along with entitlement too. Some of these people are handed things, they're given things, and it's not good enough, right? It's not good enough. They want something better, always something better, no matter what. Okay, that's why dealing with narcissists is really hard, because these narcissists, once you give them one thing, they want more and more and more. And if you don't give them anything, maybe that's why they want a 20-year-old, because a 20-year-old will feed a narcissist's frame of mind. A 40-year-old will not. A 30-year-old will not. But a 20-year-old will. That's why so many older men and so many older women go for those young people, because their minds aren't even formed yet. They don't have any self-esteem. They don't have any respect for themselves, okay? And usually they've got mommy and daddy issues. So they will date somebody super old because they want a daddy around again. They want a mommy around again. They want somebody to help them go to the grocery store and fucking fix their car, okay? Going to act like a child. Obviously, right? But collective knows, or your people know, your karmics know what they're dealing with. They're not stupid. Okay, anybody that's tempted by some larger than life opportunity, it's most likely a hoax. That's the whole part of temptation. That's why we have the devil. Hence why I'm red right now. Okay, that's why we have the devil. You're supposed to be tempted, and you're supposed to walk away from it, because you're supposed to realize it's a temptation. If I took every temptation out there, are you kidding? I'd probably be 300 pounds. I wouldn't even be here right now, because like, what the fuck does tarot do for me for giving other people readings? Not very much. Okay, so definitely a lot of manipulation going on right now in the ether. Okay, so be very careful, and like, if you feel like you're being messed with and manipulated, or something is making some decisions for you in your head and you don't agree with it, then do some Reiki sessions. Do some Reiki sessions. Clear your fucking sexual history. Clear your path. Clear your blocks. Okay, clear your mind. Clear your clutter in your house. Okay, clean your car. Oh, honestly. So I think somebody wished for me to get robbed. And so my car was broken into the other night. But what was so funny is there's only junk in the car. Okay, I got basically driven across the world with it. So there's basically only like junk and napkins in the car. This person, you know what they did? They cleaned my car out for me. They didn't take anything. Like, there was empty CDs. Okay, there was no CDs in it. Okay, there was an empty pack of cigarettes. Okay, that they took. Oh, they took my resumes and my really pretty file folder, and they left the vice grips. They left all the fluids. They left all the bags. They left my little memorial for my cat. They left my Yeti. I feel like it was a personal attack. Like, I feel like somebody, like, who takes somebody's resumes? My resumes, my printed resumes, you took those out of my car, but you left my vice grips? It just doesn't sound right. You took empty CD cases and an empty pack of smokes, but you took my resumes, and you left the vice grips, and you left all the fluids. Just dumb, like dumb. So I feel like somebody wanted me to get broken into, which there's been a couple obviously on Instagram that feel like I should get broken into, like, I hope you get robbed. Okay, calm down. I've already been robbed, so I don't deserve to be robbed again. And if you wish somebody to get robbed, it's going to happen to you times 3. So, and especially if somebody did black magic, because I feel like once I got into the car, I was like, wow, I feel like this was personal. I feel like they chose to break in as a personal attack, like take my resumes. What the fuck? Like, that's personal. That's personal. That's not a coincidence. That's personal, right? So once I got driving around the car, I was like, damn, like that's going to come back to this person times 3. Like somebody wanted my apartment broken into, you know, but I've got cameras. I've got good neighbors around me. I've got people that protect my house because I protect theirs, right? We've got a little community going on in our, you know, what do we call it? A methinity, okay, in our crack community. Like we watch each other's backs, okay? We've got stuff that we don't want stolen. So, but obviously I think, I don't know, either my sister left the doors unlocked or somebody jimmied it, whatever it was, but they took my fucking resumes. Okay, so be careful of your stuff, okay? Be careful being broken into. Because certainly, yes, sometimes it's definitely, you know, just wrong place at the wrong time, as we were talking about right place at the right time. But sometimes it is right place at the right time, and somebody has pushed that energy out to you, thinking that they know what you deserve, or trying to take something that they feel like is theirs that you own. Okay, no one's allowed to take anything from you, so it's all a mirage. It's all someone's fucking with them too. Okay, so just know that, you know, lock up your shit. Watch everything, be careful, make sure you've got cameras, make sure you got insurance, make sure all that stuff is in order, okay? Because whatever it is that so many people want to do against us, the reason why they want to do it is because we're not paying attention to them, because we're not giving them we're not allowing them any more forgiveness. Okay, you can't do any more stuff and be forgiven. So a lot of those people, they're not going to go without a war, you know, they're not going to go quiet. So they're going to want to attack people for doing the right thing for themselves, because doing the right thing for you doesn't involve having them around, and they can't stand that. Okay, so just be careful, because I mean, and at the same time, if you are divinely guided, then your car is going to get broken into, and all they're going to take is napkins and resumes, because there's nothing in your car to get taken. Oh, and a bunch of broken aux cords. Okay, so they think they're getting all this power, but they're not. They're taking a bunch of broken shit. Don't leave good stuff in your car. Leave crap in your car, so then when they go and steal from it, there's nothing in it. Okay? Be smart. Words from the wise. All right. What do we got? 5209. Okay, one more, and then that's it. Okay. Right off the bat, I feel like somebody has been definitely hiding who they are in your life. Yeah. Okay. So somebody's been hiding something from you that's in your life. Okay. I feel like if you knew what this information was, you would probably want to fight them, hit them, hurt them. Okay? And I feel like whoever this person is, they're very scared of you. They're very scared of you. They feel like maybe possibly you're possessed, or that you've got some type of death wish on you and they don't want to be a part of it. Like that. The deep, they don't want to go. This person is very emotionally unstable. Okay, so they don't really know how to go deep. So instead of going deep, they fight people off. Okay. Yeah, it's almost like they act like you're a problem. Like you're the problem. But you're like, you made me. What are you talking about? I know, this could be family or something like that. Yeah, family. Look at that. As I pull the family card, hereditary. That's exactly what this is, like family. They created you, and now they feel like you're the threat. Okay, there's gremlins in reverse. Dance, dance, dance twice. Okay, so somebody feels like you have changed, okay, and that you're not on their level, you know, like you're not on the same team, even though you're the same family. Somebody has forced you to change. And then, you know, like this could be, I don't know, like abuse or something like that. And now all of a sudden, like you're not so, you know, loving with mom because she just beat you. I don't know. It's something like they beat you so hard, or like they changed you, and all you wanted to do was just be like a young kid at heart. They didn't want you to be a kid. They wanted you to be an adult. Take care of yourself. Somebody changed you. This could be like something, you know, like you were a teenager when you should have been a toddler. Okay. They force you to do things, take care of yourself. Okay. Because they didn't want to do it, right? They didn't want to put everything into parenting because they knew that once they truly cared about parenting, it was going to take them over. And they were very self-absorbed. They didn't want to be taken over. They didn't want parenting to be their first instinct. They want fucking to be their first instinct. They want, you know, succubus relationships to be their first, not children. Okay, so maybe they figured children, once they come out, they take care of themselves. They don't. Or they're not supposed to. Okay, so it was, do I be a parent or do I be a succubus disgusting energy? I'm going to be a succubus disgusting energy. My kid can take care of itself. Then they wonder why you change. They wonder why you changed. Well, you didn't give a shit about me. What the fuck? Like, you want me to care about you now because you're dying, or because you're old and you want somebody to come look after you? I'm supposed to now suddenly care? No. Not collective. No. That ain't happening. There's dinner. Like I feel like these people are going to ask you to fucking dinner. They're going to ask you to dinner. They're going to try to program you all over again. They want to do it quick. They want to get that hereditary sting in there right away, that brainwashing in there right away. So then they can keep controlling you. Don't let them do it. I'm telling you. Like something might happen in a week, okay? Or something might have happened a week ago, other side hunger. And what's happening? Yeah, or something is going to happen in a week, or something happened a week ago, or give something a week or something, and these people might just be up your fucking ass to come out, go to dinner, do something, come hang out with them. I don't know. And like the thing is that it's nothing has changed. They're still going to be the same people. They're still going to treat you the same. They're still going to be obnoxious to you. They're still going to chain you down. They're still going to brainwash you. They're still, you know, like that's why, I mean, so many times, like if somebody has chased you away from them, it's a reason, right? Like sometimes we need to get away from these people because they don't suit what's best for us. Okay, they don't, and we need to figure that out sometimes. Okay, that sometimes our loved ones, our so-called loved ones, are the worst ones for us, right? Because they feel like they're just allowed to do whatever they want, or you're mine, I made you, I can do whatever I want to you. What? I think it's money with everybody. Isn't it money with everybody? Isn't money a fucking issue with everybody? Oh, do you have more than me? Oh, do you not have as much as me? Oh, I have more than you. You don't have as much. I'm not spending it. Like, it seems like everything's fucking money. Money hungry fucking bitches. Ooh, we got a serious rain cloud. Hopefully it rains. Okay, so just be careful. Like, you might have somebody who, you know, like they walked away from you. Like they tried to program you so bad, and you had to leave. Like you had to forcibly leave because they were so aggressive. Okay, and like, why go back now? You know, like why go back now? If they changed, let them change. You know, like, and if you've changed, keep that change. You know, don't let them fucking influence you on this shit and tell you fucking what you're supposed to be. And if you're this old, then this is what you're supposed to be doing. Hey, what up, igniting? There you go. Okay. Right. Like you know, like people, especially with families, like, I mean, It's so easy to get into people's heads, especially if this is parents and stuff. Like, there's telepathy, there's things that you're born with from your mother, okay? And she can take advantage of those heartstrings and those things that keep you guys connected. Okay, so be careful, because somebody didn't want to love you. They didn't want to go deep with you. They didn't want to care about you. Okay, they wanted you to chase them. Okay, when that's not what we're here for. We're not here to chase each other around. Okay, we either are a part of each other's lives or we're not. Okay, and these people, they already changed you once, and then because they changed you, that was your fault. Okay, as if they're allowed to abuse you and treat you however way they want, and you're just supposed to take it. You're just supposed to sustain it, when we know that that's not the correct answer. Okay, so they can't, whatever this is, they're not going to be able to trap you. Like, they're not going to be able to put their fingers in you and get you to do something. I think it's been too long away from them. Okay, I think the energy has stretched too far. And also, anybody that you do feel like you have some type of telepathy with or something, okay, if you know that you're hearing bad things, or like if bad things are coming through the ether, and like all of a sudden you're hearing shit or whatever, like clear yourself out, clear your third ear out, and start filling yourself up with a more positive mindset. Okay, and I know that sounds really hard to do, because it's very hard to stay positive in general, but the more you hold on to yourself, the easier the positive kind of shit happens, right? But you have to be really calm with yourself and good with yourself, and if people want to treat you like shit, that's gonna be their last fucking time they ever get to do it, right? It doesn't matter if it's family is almost worse. The way that my family has abused me has almost been worse than some of my worst bullies in school, right? Because they're right in front of you, and they're supposed to have your back. They're supposed to listen to you, and then they bully you and they tell you what to do, or they so aggressively tell you what to do that if you don't do it, they kick you out of the house. Like, my stepmother, she kicked me out of the house and told me never to come back, because I didn't go and get a job that day. I'd just been diagnosed with my scoliosis. I really wanted to start looking at my health and getting everything under control, so then I could start working again, and bada boom, I was able to live with her for 9 days until she kicked me out because I didn't go out looking for jobs. And I was like, for one, who the fuck goes out and looks for jobs? Everything's on Indeed. We know this. It's on the computer. And second, do you know how hard it is to find a job? Okay. And, I just love that sometimes, we get labeled as entitled because we suddenly put standards on our life, and they just expect us to just pull miracles out of our ass, just get jobs whenever they say to get jobs, and to just change our life because they said to change our life. Like, how abusive does that sound? Like, that, it sounds ridiculous. That's not love. That's controlling, right? So sometimes we need to recognize where we're being controlled in a relationship, and when we're in an actual relationship that's ebb and flow, that's allowing to, be what it is, because that's what relationships are. It's energy. I feel like you can't hoist energy down and fucking, make it and keep it all to you. It's gonna blow up in your face. It's gonna fucking blow up in your face. So, very interesting messages today, and I liked it. Okay, this was definitely energy that I have been waiting to talk about. You know me in talking about stalkers and pedophiles and abuse. It's basically the only thing we talk about on this channel, because it's the only thing I feel relevant to talk about in this fucking world. What up, Lauren? You guys have all missed like an hour-long reading. But hey, now you get to rewind. It's basically me and Wolfgang this whole time. But I'm glad everybody made it here now. Well, now that everybody's here, I got to do one more reading, okay? Let's do one more for the old, because that last one was pretty quick. That was an in and out fucking message. Let's do the dice. Okay, Virgo energy. Second house with Mercury, communication. Ooh. Second house would be Taurus. Mercury is communication. Common sense. Okay, you know, I'm kind of getting this. I feel like somebody's self-worth is on the line. And you might get communication from somebody, and the world is, it might tell you, just stay away from this person. I don't know. I feel like somebody pull through and it's not good. It could be a Virgo. Could be a Gemini. Could be a Taurus. It's like double Taurus energy too with Mercury. Kind of feel like that double ram, kind of like they're going to be pushy with you. You know, they're going to just force their way into a situation. And that's where you might feel like, okay, my self-worth is way higher than this. Like, okay, maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's going to be like, maybe somebody's going to hurt you, or maybe they have hurt you, and they come back with a gift. They come back with a gift. And, you know, there are a lot of people out there that don't understand what an apology is. They think they can give you something, like maybe they're going to show up with flowers, or maybe they're going to show up with a fucking ring, or maybe they're going to show up with something after they, you know, fucking pieced out all weekend, or fucking hurt you or did something, you know, and you're like, you're going to come back after like all this time and try to give me something to apologize? That's, I don't know. I don't really like that. That's sketchy. What are we talking about here, people? Moss agate, mortar and pestle, snow, hedge, cauldron, preserve. All right, give me a second with this. That's a fucking six cards. Like, give me una momento, please. Yeah, this is exactly what I'm saying. Okay, so cauldron would be your opportunity. Okay. So there's an opportunity that's going to arise. Okay, that's what this Mercury is. It's an opportunity. Mortar and pestle would be subtle. There's something subtle, thoroughness. You know how you break things down with a mortar and pestle? Okay, herbs, salt. Okay, so there's this thing going on right now where the world is like, okay, so somebody's going to communicate with you. Whoever this person is, break it down. Break it down, okay? Have they changed? Have they showed positive change? Okay? Is there security with this person? Do you feel safe with this person? Or do you feel like you need to put your guard up? Okay, universe is saying boundaries are here. With hedge, and then snow would be rest. So the way that I'm getting this is, your security guards, your ancestors are telling you the reason why they want you to break this down is because you're not seeing it clearly. Okay, you might think, well, it's a positive thing. This person wants to see me. Did you hear? This thing wants to see me. Whoever this person is that wants to see you is a thing. I don't think that that's a good thing. Okay? I don't think that that's a good thing. So consider yourself being like, okay, well, you know what, tonight, like, say they reach out to you and it's like fucking super hot day and you're like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm not going anywhere. It's fucking 300 degrees outside. They want you to rest. They don't want you around this person. Is it forever? I don't know. But I feel like once this invitation comes in and you say no, you reject it, okay, put your boundaries up. This person, I have realized over the years, if people don't want to be in your life, the second you put a boundary up with them, they'll usually peace out, okay, because they're disrespectful, right? Once you put boundaries up, that means that you're now respecting yourself. You respect your property, you respect yourself, okay, you respect your cell phone, you respect your privacy. That's, you're a hermit. You're like, you know, like when you not want to be out, you go back into your shell. That's what you do, okay? That's what a free will, energetic, grounded soul would do, because you can't be out and exposed all the time, okay? You do need to keep to yourself sometimes to preserve your energy, okay? So why is it that this person comes out at the worst times? Okay, the days where you're feeling the shittiest. Okay, the days where you feel lethargic, the days where you don't want to go out. Why are they calling on those days? Because they know that you don't have a lot of energy. They know that your reserves are down, so they want to take what you've got because there's still a little bit there. There's still a little bit there, because if you don't know how to draw your boundaries, then you are letting people in. Okay. And I mean, put it this way, it'd be like growing a garden. Okay. So you have this huge community garden in the back. If you keep letting the fence, keeping the fence open, then these people are going to take everything. And now they might have taken every single vegetable, every single plant, every single fruit that's left. Why are you going to keep the gate open? You got to close the gate. All that fruit needs to grow again. Right. So and if you want reserves at the end of the harvest, you can't give everything to everybody, or you're going to be left out with nothing. Trunk in reverse with stability. And maybe that's what this person wants. Maybe this person wants to take everything that you have to get your stability away from you. Okay. Obviously, your stability is where you layer. If they get you out of your layer, they can fuck with you. There's autumn with bounty and balance. So I feel like they really, spirits really want you to stock up, because it might be a really long winter. Okay. And if you don't have your stock, okay, then you're the one that's going to pay the price for feeding everybody else. Okay. So clarity with illumination, earthworm. Once you ground this energy, okay, so say somebody calls you up, they text you up, like I said, so you're having the worst day of your fucking life. This person calls you up and you think, wow, how did you know I was having the worst day, blah, 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 now I get to go out with my best friend, yada, yada, yada. Little do you know, okay, like you hit every single red light on the way there, you feel like shit, you look like shit, okay, but you say that your friend's got your back and your friend wants to help you have a good night, blah, blah, blah. You get there, they're going to suck you dry. Okay, they're going to start talking about all their life and everything bad that's going on and all this shit, okay, and you're going to be like, I fucking knew I should have stayed home. I'm exhausted, and now I got to be here, because now you got to save face. Now you got to put on the show. You said you would go out, and that's where, when you start to grow up, okay, that's where you realize that people are just such a waste of time. Honestly, that's how you lose friends, because people are so needy. They need you around so much, okay, that once you love yourself, you usually end up alone. Possession. Yes, it is. Well, the thing, it replicates them, takes them over. I haven't watched it in so bloody long. It's an awful movie. It's so shitty. But yeah, maybe that's what happens. Once you get away from this person, you suddenly start grounding in your own energy, and you realize how different you are from your friends. You realize how different you are from these people. Right? But because you have a bad day, you feel like you want to reward yourself. So you go out with these people who fucking want to take all your reserves. They want to. They don't have to. They don't need it. They want to. Okay, so there's moon with harvest. This is what I'm saying. Cycles, phases, intuition with determination and harvest. I'm telling you, if you don't watch your harvest, you're going to give it all away. And then you're going to have nothing. Okay? And then if you have nothing, like I said, like that's going to cost you everything for not having nothing when you prepared. So then you wouldn't have nothing. These people haven't prepared because they're used to getting everything from everybody else. Right? This is the person that, these are the people that if so many of those, like I Am Legend, Contamination, fucking 2015 or 2012, whatever it is, okay? So many of those people, if they were put in those situations, okay, they would be going next door and robbing their neighbors that they've known for 20 years because they didn't prepare for something. Okay, that's how we have to think about these energies around us sometimes when you do become a hermit. Right? You become a hermit because you realize that so many people do not prepare. They do not care. They do not take their life seriously. If they don't take their life seriously, do you think they take your friendship seriously or your life seriously or anything about you seriously? If they don't take their own shit seriously, no. Okay, so, put it that way. Like, yeah, you might be a great Mother Teresa. You might like to give a lot of things away, but remember, Mother Teresa still had a congregation behind her and a fucking house and a fucking, unlimited fucking connection to trafficking children and money. Okay, so remember that, right? You've got to set yourself up because at this point in time and in this day and age, ain't nobody trying to set you up, but they know that you're set up and they want to hook up on that setup. Okay, it's like having the sweetest hose setup. You got water going everywhere. It's amazing. And then this person cuts your hose and digs in with one of those 3/4 things. So now you're not getting a straight flow to your garden because they're cutting off into their garden, right? People do that shit. And that's why it comes out as an analogy because you have to feel where you're being siphoned from. Where somebody wants to take something from you because you're, you don't necessarily, you're not one to lock your premises up, because you like the freeness of the world and you trust, okay, that people aren't going to steal from you or that people aren't going to be malicious to you. Okay, but that's not the real world. Okay, some of these people that have known you your whole life will still lie straight to your face. Doesn't have anything to do with you. It's the fact that they're pathological. Okay, so sometimes we want to believe in people so much that we do give our harvest away because they say, oh, don't worry, I won't bleed you dry when they do. Okay, so you definitely have somebody in your vicinity, could be the one that wants to take you out for dinner or something like that, okay, that they have walking staff support, encouragement with regrowth and letting go. Okay, I feel like you do have somebody around you that wants your support. Okay, they want to level up with your energy. Okay, like if they didn't start a garden this year, they want to take all your food. Okay, they could be possessed by entitlement. Okay, it might not be possessed as much as they're just not preparing for their life the way they need to. They, some people, if they had enabling parents who gave them everything, they think that their friends are supposed to do the same. They think that their loved ones and the people they sleep with are supposed to do the same. Fill their cup up every day. Make sure they've got food every day. No, those are shit that you're supposed to make sure that you've got now. Honestly, like even my sister the other day, like she always asks me for Advil for her period, always. And I think to myself, like, what am I, the Advil queen? Like you can't go to Shoppers Drug Mart and get your own fucking Advil for your own periods. Okay. But I just always have it. So I just always give it to her. And then finally I didn't have very much. And she was like, do you have Advil? And I go, Courtney, for your period? No. And so she went to the store and got her own Advil. And I was like, good for you. Because that could be something inside of her, right? Some entitled attachment that says, go to your sister. She's always going to have Advil for you. I'm not her mother. I'm her sister. Okay. So yeah, I most likely always do have ibuprofen. Okay. But do you have to use it all or can you prepare for your own period this time? Okay. That's, I guess, another analogy. Okay. Like Maybe you need to prepare for something. Maybe this is the world telling you you might get your spring water from your neighbor every day. Well, they're saying, guess what? Your neighbor's not going to be there anymore soon, and the spring is going to dry up. Where are you going to get your water? It's always good to have a backup plan. It's always good to start taking care of your own ship. Just because somebody else has something for you, it doesn't mean that it's an unlimited source because they are your family or because they are close to you. Okay, and I never want to say to my sister, fuck you, go get your own shit. She knows she can always come in here and get it. But I was like, why does she not prepare for her own periods? She's had them for 40 years. She knows that she has to get Advil every month. Her period is coming. So what is it that's around her that's making it seem like she doesn't have to pay attention to herself when she does need to pay attention to herself? I'm not going to be here all the time to have Advil for her. Okay. And we haven't lived together our whole lives. She's had to take care of herself before. But when she was taking care of herself before, she was with a very abusive partner. Okay. So she didn't have a lot of money, and she didn't have connections to the outside world because he started cutting all those things off. So then she forgot how to take care of herself. So sometimes it's not that they're entitled because they want to be brats. Sometimes they're just entitled because somebody did something for them every day and they don't know how to do it now. Okay, so that could be this person, right? You keep doing something for them, and the world is like, you have to stop. It's like literally another analogy right here. Boom. Thank you, Spirit. Why keep giving this person fish every day? You have to teach them how to fish now. They need to learn how to get it themselves. Maybe that's another analogy that might help, because this could be somebody that comes to you looking to shave their whole day off and clear all their feelings because you're just going to make them feel better because you're the class clown. You're the one that makes them feel better. Well, you realize that you go and dish your whole day to the class clown. That person now remembers everything that you said about your shitty fucking day and that they had to make you feel better, right? Don't put your shit on other people. No, you don't need to, right? Not if you're taking care of yourself. So that was a really good reading. I like that. I like when it's smart readings where like collective is going to get something out of that message. Like that was clarity. Got something out of that message. You know what I mean? I like those open messages like that. So thank you for whoever brought that into the chat with them. That was definitely a good reading. I like it. Learn how to take care of yourself in so many situations because there's obviously something coming up. Like maybe me and my sister soon are not going to live together anymore, you know? So there's things she does for me and there's things I do for her, right? I try to eliminate the things that she does for me. Unless it's like, you know, if she's cooking, she'll cook me something. Okay. But I try to, you know, sometimes eliminate these things. So then I'm not looking for her for an answer when, I mean, we've only been living together maybe 6-7 years. And that's only because I found out about a lot of my sicknesses and my, you know, and then she had a really brutal divorce and rent is redonkulous. So why not live together? She's my fucking sister. She's hilarious. Like, right? Authenticity is power. That's the thing. You know it, right? So taking care of yourself is liberating. It's like finally doing something for yourself, you know, like taking control of the situation. You know, those people that they're so scared to step up and say something in a situation. Like, you know, those people sometimes where it's like you can see them, you know, in a group situation, you see that they want to step forward and say something, but like they get scared, you know. So usually I was kind of like that person. I would always be friends with somebody who was shy. And then by the end of the day, hanging out with Whitney, they're not shy anymore. Right? Like, you know, like you can speak, like you're with me. I'm the weirdest one in the world, you know, like you can tell me anything. I've probably already done it myself. Right? Like once you learn to really like branch out, you know, you'd be surprised at like how much better you feel that like, you're not the only one in the room and like, you know, like you're not weird and right. It's just this world can be amazing. And like if we actually use, like I was trying to talk to somebody on the internet the other day and it was so funny because this video came up and they were like, you know, we're on social media apparently to be social, but yet no one's speaking to each other. And the ones who are speaking are like the worst, saying the worst comments in the world and spreading hate, right? Like, why are we not using the resources that we have for what they're actually there for? Why are we so fucking scared to say something or take a leap of faith because, you know, mommy and daddy isn't going to be there anymore? Like, do you still want them attached to you? Right? Like, that's what I'm saying. It all comes with time, people. And time Hopefully we have. I don't know how much time we have for each and every single one of us, but anyways, 124.18. Gotta love it. Thanks everybody for liking the video. And thanks for being here. And, have a whole world of a day. And watch from the beginning. There were some weird fucking messages up here, Lauren? All right. Again, I don't know why, Lauren, you got to be careful. You might get a lot of stalkers, okay, with just your line of work. So be careful, okay? So I think a lot goes for you with the stalking shit, okay? That's all I'm really feeling. Igniting, I don't know what you do, but if you're on tarot and you are getting likes as well, be careful, okay? It's not like I'm that popular, and I've had stalkers for years. I have a stalker right now. Again, like I thought I got rid of them, but do you ever really get rid of one? No. Oh, and now he's telling everybody that I'm stalking myself. One of these guys that's actually literally stalking me that lives in this town, literally told somebody that I was sending messages to myself. I was like, no. But good on for you for walking around telling everybody that I send myself text messages and say that I'm being stalked. Anyways, gotta love a good gaslighter, right? No, it's not happening to you. You're doing it to yourself. Like, my stepmother is the queen of gaslighting. There was nothing I could say that was happening to me where she'd be like, yeah, right. Go sit down. Oh, okay. All right. Gotta love the gaslighters. Honestly, I'm getting somebody. Be careful, okay? Because if there is somebody that like you feel possibly is stalking you, or like, again, Wolfgang, okay, coming up or whatever, okay, or maybe you notice the same fucking minivan around you or something like that. Honestly, I feel like people are gonna call you crazy, okay? They really are. They're going to say you're crazy. They're going to say you're stalking yourself, blah, blah, blah. Always remember, these people that send you messages and that are stalking you, their phones have an IP address. Everything has a fucking address. Okay? So if somebody is saying that you're stalking yourself or that you're sending your messages to yourself, honestly, a police investigation of about 2 seconds can prove otherwise, because whoever is messaging you is not going to be on the same cell tower as you. Okay. And if they are, they live close to you, they'll still be able to figure out where they're sending the message. Okay. So irregardless, it doesn't matter. Like, anybody that's being stalked, mistreated, abused. Okay. You can be gaslighted by many people. Okay. And I mean, for all the ladies out there, try to speak to another woman, okay? Same with men. If you're out there, something happens to you, try to speak to another man, okay? Try not to switch the sexes, because you will find that a lot of men discriminate women really quickly, okay? Especially prostitutes, okay? OF, right? You wanted it. You asked for it, okay? There's no way that you could ever have been raped, okay? You got to be careful, right? Because as soon as you become a sex worker, as soon as you are known as being in that industry, okay, so much credit gets taken away from you. Now all of a sudden, well, they paid for it, you deserve it. Well, they paid for it, they give you money, and they're going to fucking slap the cuffs on you, okay? Dude, you're going to. I was on OF for like a month and got 3 stalkers. 2 in my account and 1 actually in the city that I lived in. So be careful. I mean, a lot of them is just negative attachments that will go away pretty quickly. Okay, because it's not really like looking to stalk you. They really just want to like be obsessed with your energy. Okay, that's different than the ones that follow you around. Okay, so honestly, I feel like, Lauren, you might want to have multiple cell phones. Okay? You might want to, keep contacts on one phone, text message through another phone, and, have your social life on another phone. Okay? Surprisingly, phones are pretty cheap out there, especially if you go to the geek stores where they have refurbished phones and stuff like that. You get them for really cheap. So, and like, if you have one number, have multiple numbers, right? Just in case, because it's like, you just never know. If it's somebody that you don't know, give them a number, not really your real number, but still a number that is connected to you, but not actually your real number. Okay. Well, because each phone is going to have a different chip in it. Okay, each phone, and even if they don't have chips in them, you can buy different phones. As long as you're hooked up to Wi-Fi, you can get those apps that give you phone numbers, right? So there was this one app I found literally the other day, because I just found out about all this shit, okay, that people can do. An app, like multiple ones, where you just sign into it. They're like WhatsApp kind of thing, and they can change your phone number. So then you can still text message and call through these phones, and they're not even connected. No, it's not a Google number. It's just literally through an app. They're called text apps, text and call apps. Okay. And, well, I think you need a SIM card for every card, but you don't need it. Like, I don't think you actually need, because I don't think you need the SIM card active. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to have an active phone account to use these apps as long as you're connected to Wi-Fi. Okay, so you can have an inactive phone. You're not paying anything a month for it, but as long as you have Wi-Fi, the phone works, as long as there's Wi-Fi. And you download an app, a text and call app, and you pick a number, and you can just send that number to somebody as your phone number, and you text through the app. But again, it only works if you're in Wi-Fi. If you don't have direct Wi-Fi, then you will have to register the phone. Okay, you will have to put, like hard drive on it or whatever, like internet on it for these apps to work. Okay, I don't know if I'm like gone over your head or not, but trust me, you don't have to have an active phone to have a phone number. And I found out that like the hard way. Okay, so you can go out and buy 2 or 3 phones as long as they turn on, and you can fucking turn on the Wi-Fi. You've got a working phone. Download one of those text apps and you're fucking good to go. Like, it's crazy. And that's a lot. Like, that's why they say, like, you don't need a phone number. Like, it's so creepy now. You don't need a registered phone. So many people don't leave their houses. So why pay $80 a month for a phone if you don't leave your house and all you ever do is stream Wi-Fi? That's just, your phone becomes like a tablet, right? Think of your phone a tablet if it's not registered with a SIM. It's not that hard. Okay, but if you're not in that technical world, like, I just had to figure all this out, okay? Like, I just had the most amazing conversation with somebody who had to tell me about all this stuff. Okay, so it's not like I knew about it. I just found out about it, which is why I want to let you know, you can have phones with people, and nobody has to know your real number anymore. Okay, and if they're a creep or something like that, let them creep stalk your fake phone. It's a fake phone. You don't leave your house with it, so what does it matter? Okay, so if again, if just think about the future. It might not be right now, okay, but think of it in the next coming months, depending on how your business goes and how popular you get. Okay, like, you might want to date, you might want to start seeing somebody, right? And like, how do you give somebody your number, like, and think they're not going to become a stalker? Well, you get a fake phone, and it's not like you're being fake. It's just, if they do become a stalker, then you can block them and you can get rid of the phone for all you care. It's a stupid fucking phone that doesn't even work, right? Just saying. Because it is a little creepy out there. Okay? It's a little creepy. And the fact that, my car got robbed the other day, I'm pretty sure because my sister left it unlocked, but they took my resumes that had my phone number on it with my email on it. Email that I don't tell the public very often. So I'm a little like weirded out about it, okay? And that's just by somebody taking my fucking resumes. So don't have your email, if there's a known email that you have, don't have it attached to anything. Don't have it attached to your banking. Don't have it attached to your PayPal, okay? Like, have multiple emails, because you can have multiple emails too. I think Google lets you have 3 email accounts, right? So I have 3 email accounts. I have a social one, I've got my work one, and then I've got a creepy one that I usually do bad reviews with. Assholes. Okay. And like, I don't want my name being on my Google, reviews. So I use my other account, right? Like, dude, 2025. I don't even think people have one email account anymore. So think about it. Okay. Oh my God. Now I'm getting against me again. God bless. bless your transsensual heart, true trans soul rebel. That's what it's called, true trans soul rebel. That's a great song. I have to listen to Against Me. Maybe they're coming to Toronto soon. They come to Toronto all the time. Maybe I get to see them. Ooh, who's gonna take you home tonight? Who's gonna take you home? Oh, Against Me. I don't know. I think somebody needs to listen to Against Me. She was a guy in the beginning. Now she's a she, but she still sounds the same as a dude. And Against Me is not a band anymore. Oh, I think they broke up. Damn it. So they still might go on concert. Somebody might want to listen to Against Me. It's a great fucking band. Oh my God. The last time I went to a concert, I got so high. I like up and smoked the SUV before we got there. Oh my God. I was so high. It was the best concert of my life. Oh yeah, and the concert before that, I ate mushrooms. It was for Slipknot. It was this concert outside. I was laced on mushrooms. Oh my God. The CNE, this huge like carnival that we have in Toronto, was going on in the background. And you know Slipknot, they're basically a traveling carnival. So the carnival was in the background. And my sister and I were fucking laced off mushrooms. Just fucking colors just blasting out of the sky everywhere. It was the best concert of my life. I did that a few years ago. God, I love mushrooms. But you need to have somebody there with you that's not on mushrooms. Because, like, we had somebody there that wasn't on mushrooms, thank God. You went to a Tool concert? Oh, I saw Tool back when I was, like, 14 years old. They were the headliners of Edge Fest, this fucking festival that used to come to Barrie all the time. Oh, my God, it was the best. It was Edge 102. All these fucking, that's where I saw fucking Silverchair, From Autumn to Ashes, fucking Manson, Courtney Love. Oh my God, the bands. Tool. Perfect Circle, obviously. Oh my God. So many bands. I've seen so many bands, like hundreds of concerts. Hundreds. I've been to hundreds of concerts. Just recently, I haven't been to concerts, but I was going to buy tickets to that Oasis show that came into Toronto the other day. But I actually honestly didn't even think they were going to make it. I was like, fuck that. Tickets were like $350, $400 a seat. I was like, watch them not even show up. So I didn't buy tickets, but apparently they showed up. But I don't really like Oasis. Actually, maybe I do. I don't know. Those brothers, they're so like drama. I just can't watch a drama show again. Oh yeah, fucking Deftones. Oh my God. I've seen so many amazing bands. Cancer Bats so many times. I fucking love my life sometimes. I really do. I love concerts. One of the last concerts I was supposed to go to, I was supposed to go see Slain, St. Patrick's Day. 2020, I think. And the fucking show was canceled because COVID came in. I was so angry. And I don't think I've made it to a concert since. I don't think I've been to a concert now for like 5 years. I'm trying to think. Because I lived in Calgary forever. For a couple years. Nobody ever came to Calgary. Except for Mad Child. I'm not wasting my money going to see Mad Child. No offense. Oh yeah, Webby. Webby played a couple times in Calgary while I was there. Fucking nobody came to Calgary. As soon as I went to Calgary, everybody was starting to play in fucking Toronto. Like, of course. So now, oh yeah, my favorite band, Under Oath. Well, not really my favorite band, but they played in the winter. Like December 20th or something like that. I'm like, so I didn't get tickets for that. I'm like, are you fucking crazy? I'm not traveling from where I go to Toronto in a fucking winter storm. So I didn't go. Oh, let's hope some good concerts come in. I need to go to a good concert. I'm etching for it. You know what I mean? Like, I need it. I need a good show. I hope somebody gets to go to a good concert here, you know? Maybe I'll get to go to one soon. Who knows? I just felt like I really care that much because I've been to so many, but anyways, I'm so hot, I keep blowing, but I keep squirting water all over my face because it's so hot. I'm going to peace out now. Nice chatting with you all. You saw Michael Jackson? Oh, good God. Really? Anyways, I've seen Tool. They were amazing. Anything else? No? Okay. I don't know if I'll be back tomorrow. This heat is supposed to break. I thought it was going to rain. It's cloudy out there, but no rain so far. So hopefully this breaks. If not, I'll probably be back tomorrow. If I'm not, keep it real. And I'll be back soon. Manifest a good concert. Yeah. And it'll come. Peace out, everybody. Have a good one. Take care, y'all.